Hey guys, thanks so much for stopping in. I sure appreciate it. We are here today to talk about tracking. Yes, so I have designed a tracking system that I'm really enjoying. I do have a paper copy and an electronic copy. I learned a hard lesson with electronic tracking, meaning like tracking through my phone, tracking through my laptop. I didn't keep up on it, even though I'm on my phone all day, every day. Trying to mark little tiny boxes on my phone just didn't jive with me. And so I definitely went to paper this year. I've been tracking it, November and December this particular way, and it's actually working out really great. So I thought, there's not a whole lot out there on makeup tracking, makeup usage ideas and inspiration. So I'm hoping maybe this can inspire some of you. If not, and it's only for me, super too. But I wanted to go ahead and show you guys. So let's get started. So what I did, this does say January of 2026 and it's all marked up. Like I said in the beginning, I started this test run in mid-November, so just to see if it would work before I spent all this time and energy committing to this as a full picture, but it did. But I just wanted to show you guys. So this is what it is right here. This is the card that I'm working off of. I will put up a close-up here for you guys to get a better idea of, instead of me like trying to, fit it in the screen here. But I will pop up a picture. So on one side here, there are 4 products that I wanted to track on this side of the card. And that is foundation, concealer, bronzer, and blush. And you can kind of see here on the sheet, I would mark, in the foundation category, which I did finish my Dior foundation. But I did use the Dior foundation 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, I can't count, 13 times before it was officially marked empty from mid-November until this current point in time. And then you can see all the other ones I've used, but that's just a quick idea concept for you of what I was tracking and how many times I used it. Again, this tracking is for me in making sure I'm using the products, not necessarily how many licks does it take to get to center of the Tootsie Pop? Not really that type of situation, more or less just seeing what I'm using and how many times I'm using it to help me figure out what products I love, what products I don't, and why. Like, am I reaching for powders more than creams? Am I reaching for creams more than powders? Which colors, which shades, things like that, to help me really hone in on what I love and don't love. And then if you look on the other side here, there's only 2 categories, and that's palettes and pans. I guess that's the same category. Different situations though. So you can see in here, I definitely tapped into neutrals and wintry palettes for the end of November, all of December so far. And so I would just mark the palette I used and tick it, how many times I used it. So far, it looks like the Makeup by Mario Cool Mattes is my most used at this current point in time, but we still have a little bit of December left to go, so we'll see what happens. And I did already alter that bottom box that says palette, shade, pans. I will show you the most updated card. This is just the one I started with. But yeah, so I actually designed this card with my Cricut. If you guys have Cricut and you want to make these cards as well, I did make these public on my profile, so you are more than able to, whoop, hello puppers. This is Maple. She's saying hello because I'm sitting in her spot. Hi, yes, hello. Calm down, please. Thank you. But I did make these projects public. I will link my profile down so you guys can go and get it. Mapes, my friend. Hello. Can you get down, please? Nope, she's joining us. Okay, but anyways, so again, made these public on my profile. You're more than welcome to grab it, alter it, use this. It's there for you. But what I ended up doing with those cards is I went to the thrift store and got this binder for a whole $2.50. Pretty awesome. Considering that this binder, when I scanned it with the Walmart app, was actually like $55 to begin with. I'm dropping pens. It came with some paper in it already, but when I made these cards, I really needed the template of these papers to make my cards fit. So let me show you up here what the updated cards look like. Like I said, I made a few alterations on each side. I expanded the palettes and made the pans box smaller. Other than that, everything kind of stayed the same, but these will be the ones that I will actually pull out of this binder. Right now I have all the months in there and they are double-sided. And I color coded them. Bye, papers. But I did color code them just to make it a little more fun. But you can kind of see here real quick that there's the front of January, back of January, and then I've got February, and I have all the months in here. So what I do at the beginning of each month is I will pull it out of this binder and keep it at my makeup desk and tally my makeup and usage as I go. Then at the end of the month, I will swap it out. So I'll put January in here, grab February, and then I will actually go to my electronic copy and update that. I try to do a screen recording of this on my laptop because I don't like updating this on my phone. But I didn't want to dox myself because I have a lot of personal information up on my laptop right now that I can't close the windows on. I'm just taking a screenshot. So I'll pop up that screenshot up here, but it'll kind of show you the spreadsheets that I am using on Google Sheets. Everybody has a Google Sheets. If you have a Gmail or a Google account, you have these, and these are really easy to do. It just takes the time initially to input all the information, but it's great for tracking. But I'll show you what my list looks like. It's a really broad picture because I have a lot of makeup, but you'll see the palette section, you'll see the primers, the foundations, and all that. And all I'm doing at the end of every month is when I go to switch out the card, I will update this in my Google Docs or my Google Sheets, and then switch out the months and go from there. Another amazing find that I got at the thrift store, I got for a whole $1. Guys, don't sleep on the thrift store. If you're a germaphobe like me, I get it. I really do struggle with going to the thrift store sometimes. Clothes, I don't mind because you can wash those real quick. These things were fine because I can use a Clorox wipe and like clean them off. But sometimes like a dollar, $2.50, sometimes it's just really worth it. Now, with this being a budget planner, it's not exactly what I need, but for $1, I'm able to make this work for me. So what I ended up doing is I ripped out some pages that really didn't apply to me. And essentially, when I open it and ripped out the unnecessary pages, this is what we are looking at. So I do have a page here that says makeup, and this will be tracking my makeup here. So this is the date. So this will be all of January. So any product that comes in, I will put the date here. The description, of course, is the product that's coming in. Now, category is kind of where things get a little bit different. My brain wants to trade out the word category for method because I like to document how I pay for things. Did I use points? Did I have a gift card? Did I use a credit card? Did I use cash? I like that. So if I was creating this from scratch, it wouldn't say category, it would say method. However, category still works. Category of payment instead of method of payment. So I'm making it work for me. And then the last category is amount. Pretty self-explanatory. But there's enough pages in here that I was able to track all three things that I want to track. So I have a makeup page, and then I open it here. And then I have two more of the same page, but this one is skincare tracking, and it's going to be the same thing. The date, the product, the method, how did I pay for it, and the amount. And then this last one is actually empties. So this will be a little bit different too as far as the category names. So the date, the description, the category is actually going to be whether I emptied or declutter. So is it an empty category or a declutter category? That's how I'm thinking about this. And the amount column will actually just remain empty. I've already documented it somewhere in this process, how much I spent on it. So I don't really need to document again the price. So this is a great find at the thrift store. And I just ripped out the pages I didn't need. Like, let me show you here. And when you first open it up, you saw this page in the beginning, but this is the page I ripped out. It has a bunch of different bills and stuff that don't really apply to my situation. And on the back side of it, it was just another tracking page. So even ripping out this entire page, it didn't take away from what I needed. I still had 3 pages worth of tracking sheets to use here. So this worked fantastic. And then I also have an electronic copy of this as well. So I'll throw up my screenshot here. I have 3 boxes and each box has the same information, the date, the product, empty or declutter. So I have physical trackers and the electronic version trackers. Because like I said, I really just struggle with updating every day an electronic copy. Even though I'm on my phone quite a bit, which I'm really not loving either, but it's really hard to get into those tiny spreadsheets on your phone. Does that drive anyone else nuts? It drives me nuts. So that's where we're at. All right, so I think I did mention this in the beginning, but I did do my tracker sheets through Cricut. If you guys have a Cricut, again, I will link my profile down below, and those are public. There's two different options in there. I did create one that's just, I think it says 7-ring template, and that's just this. It will just give you the size of the paper that goes in the binder and these rings. Now this does fit a 3 and 7-ring binder. I did test it on a 3-ring and it does fit perfectly. So if you have a 3-ring binder and you still want this template, it will work for you. So go ahead and grab that. But there's a plain blank one that gives you the size of the paper and the proper alignment of the holes. So, and then you can just create to your heart's content after that. Or if you want this full sheet, I also have a separate second copy of these, and I have every single month front and back. You can choose to do it front and back, or you can do one card on the front and one card on the back and have separate sheets. Totally up to you. That's originally what I did on this one. I actually made 2 separate sheets, but I got frustrated thinking I lost one, so I just glued them together to make one big card, and then I liked that better. So then when I made the final copy, I just did double side. If you don't have a Cricut and you want these sheets, let me know, and I'll see if I can export it into another program that you might have, like Word or even Google Docs. I can create a whole separate Google Docs or Google Sheets, I think it is, Google Sheets project for you, but I can make that work. Just let me know if you're interested and don't have Cricut and you want one of these. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base real quick and show you my cards, give you guys the opportunity to also use them if you wanted to. But I am done here, and I don't think I'll be uploading anything over the next few days while the holidays are around, but the next video you should see will be my entire collection. I wanted to wait till after Christmas because I've gotten a couple makeup items for Christmas presents already, so I didn't want to do a whole collection and then 2 weeks later, oh yeah, look what else entered my collection. So once the holiday has passed and I know that the presents have calmed down, I will do a full makeup collection, show you my storage. So if you're interested in that, hang tight, subscribe, and that will be our next adventure together. Thank you guys so much and have a wonderful day. See you later.